Yasmin's in a predicament.
Yes.
She's got a son who's a tiger,
and
she's going to have a dragon.
A dragon baby next year. So one tiger baby, one dragon baby.
And she's a Mickey Mouse.
I'm a rat. And you are?
I'm a rooster.
No wonder it explains.
Explains what?
When a girl passes by and you do the...
I don't do that!
Yes, you do!
I'm not a dog!
You're not a dog. But you know, as a rooster, I know,
I'm a fowl!
Some guys who look at
Rooster.
girls and they just started to do the peacock thingy and...
You know,
Yeah, okay, talking about Feng Shui, also at the same time, 2012 is the year of the water dragon.
Indeed.
So congratulations to everybody who's going to have their babies next year, because you're going to have tiger babies, you're going to have dragon babies. Let's introduce the guest for today, Kenny Hu, Chief Research and Consultant for the Good Feng Shui. Thank you very much
Good
for
morning.
joining us.
Good morning.
Okay, I love it. You're wearing red for your tie and I'm wearing red.
And we are red, basically.
We are red and you know...
Yeah, red is actually the fire element.
Okay.
Fire
And
element.
year 2012, the water dragon year, right? Because the water element is so strong, we need something to balance it. So it's an art of balancing. So the red color become the most auspicious color. So that's why today I purposely wear red color.
Okay, I want to be more color coordinated.
Alright.
If I knew that.
So, can you just give us your predictions for 2012 in terms of financial?
Okay, in terms of financials, we tend to believe that year 2012, right, will be like a V-shaped kind of development.
Okay.
Especially towards the first half of the year.
Okay.
The kind of so-called surprises, the kind of pressure, stress will be quite tremendous. We believe that from the first quarter, the second quarter, it will not be very stable. There'll be a lot of so-called ups and downs, a lot of unstable, a lot of uncertainties. And however, when come towards the third quarter, for example, from August, September onwards, right, everything will rebound to a very positive way, in a very strong wave. This is the kind of the expectation that we are looking forward to.
That sounds good. I know a lot of people want to hear that. Let's move into the next field of interest, which is relationships.
Okay, relationships.
So, what are relationships going to be like?
Talking about relationship, right? 2011, this is the current year, right? It's a rabbit year. We have been seeing a lot of people getting married, right? A lot of so-called love is all around. However, when it comes to the next year, the coming dragon year, love and relationship may not be that strong, simply because if we compare to year 2011, which is a love affair year, and love is really everywhere. And coming to the next year, there will be a lot of more babies coming out.
More babies
because of the
born.
rabbit year.
Because of the love in
Because
this
of the
year.
love affair this year. Everybody's
more
gonna
dragons.
producing babies next year.
Next year comparing to the current year. So
Okay.
next year will be more babies to be produced.
Okay.
Alright.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So children born in 2012, the water dragons, what are they like?
Okay, the water dragon baby, we foresee that there will be a strong character, especially for those baby who will be born in the first quarter. That means from the first, maybe the January or February until maybe the first 6 months. There will be strong character, and also there will be more, for example, in terms of monetary, will be stronger. The business management way will be stronger. So we tend to believe that baby born in the first 6 months will become a good businessman.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. However, baby born in the second half of the year, for example, from July or August onwards, right, they tend to be more artistic mind.
Oh, in a way, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe baby borns in the second half of the year, maybe their right brain will be more stronger, become more artistic.
We had a rough year in the beginning of 2011. There were some uncertainties in the market. There was the European debt crisis. The United States lost its AAA credit ratings, and so forth and so forth. Will we see such economic turmoil in 2012?
As what I explained just now, of course I am not any economist, right? This is just from the good feng shui point of view. The first half of the year, or maybe until the first 8 months, may not be that stable. Especially, for example, Europe may go on with a lot of so-called challenges. You see a lot of challenges. For example, in USA, we believe that after entering the second half of the year, it will be slightly become more stable, comparing to the first half of the year. And of course, a lot of people are quite concerning about, for example, how are we going to do? For example, in Malaysia, right? Malaysia, we are in the southeast region, so happens southeast will become a little bit more challenging because of the qi, right? Will be a little bit negative in the southeast region. So we tend to believe because of the maybe natural disaster, because of the economy challenges, right? We will go through some kind of challenges, especially in the first 6 months. After entering to the second half of the year, it will be much more better, and the kind of rebound will be very, very strong. So we need to be more cool, not to be too worried, right? Because when the rebound come back, it will be very fast. We will not be like stagnant for a long, long time. So we need to have a lot. It's a V shape, right?
I'm looking forward to that rebound.
Career decisions? Do you think it's wise to make drastic career movements next year, or just stay cool because again financially it's going to be quite challenging in the middle part of the year, but then it just bounce back?
I believe that the key word is still stay cool. Right, stay cool. Okay. So a lot of people may make a lot of so-called drastic decisions simply because when they see challenges, right, they want to make a lot of drastic changes. I think that may not be a good decision making in such a way, right? Because when the rebound come back, right, we tend to believe that it will be very strong, very fast, and that's the reason why I purposely named this year as a revival year. Revival, that means we will go through a kind of like labor pain, right? Going through labor pain. It'll be maybe within the first 6 months or 7 months or
Feels
so.
like giving birth to it.
There'll be a lot of big challenges. However, if we are able to stay cool, when we come to the second half of the year, everything will rebound to a very, very drastic way, very strong wave. So the kind of so-called good returns will come back very fast. So we need to stay cool, actually.
Well, none of us will feel that more literally than you.
So funny. Okay. Now, talking about how to balance it out personally. Now we know that it's hard for the first 6 months. Can you balance it out by particular colors that we choose to wear, or choosing stuffs at your home to balance our Feng Shui?
Yeah, that is part of the Feng Shui implementation. That's very true. For example, as what I explained just now, red color is the color of the year. Of course, from a Feng Shui viewpoint, we would like to have, for example, by wearing more red color in terms of our clothing, in terms
change
of
your car to a red
even
color,
even the jewelry, right? That will actually further enhance our energy level to a greater height. That will at least to enhance our confidence level. Should we face any challenges, right? Then we will be able to to face it with more confidence, to overcome it. This is one of the ways. Of course, in terms of red color, yellow colors, when we want to paint the house, right, we wouldn't suggest to repaint the house into like totally red color, right? Of course, for example, the southeast region and also the north region are the so-called negative regions, negative sector in the house for the year of 2012. That means starting from February the 4th, 2012 until February the 3rd, 2013. These two negative sectors, which are the north and also the southeast, we should avoid painting it into too reddish color or too yellowish color. These are the fire and earth color, because it will be creating a lot of clashing so-called effect from these two sectors. However, other sectors of the room, for example, other places like, for example, the southwest, we can put on paints with more reddish color. That will actually enhance the energy level, the luck level for the whole family members.
Right. So to do all these southeast, northeast adjustments, you need a compass, basically.
Yeah, the compass. There's a
just
basic.
An average compass.
Average compass will do. Of course, a professional Feng Shui master will use for example, the traditional the compass that will be when we do the implementation, because we need those kind of accuracy. So we need to use this type of compass. So the normal layman, we can use the normal compass will do.
What about commitments in 2012? Should we purchase a house? Should we start a new job? Are these things that people may want to do in 2012?
Yeah, a lot of people are quite concerning whether they need to do this so-called drastic so-called decision made in their life or not. I tend to believe that next year, 2012, right, in terms of property market, will be the consumers market. Simply because the property prices, right, we tend to believe that it become more softer. Entering to a softening effect. So the prices of the houses, right, even the land and properties will not be as fierce as like before.
Hopefully it will be more affordable.
Yeah, it will be more affordable. Even the interest rate, we also tend to believe that it will be at the lower part. It will not be appreciating very much. So it will become like a consumer's market. So there will be more choices for us to choose from. They'll at a more affordable prices.
Okay. What are the other elements that you can advise to the viewers out there to introduce in their house? You know, other than painting the reddish color in terms of trying to gain confidence and trying to get more energy to balance with the water dragon's element. Other elements, like I know that at a certain part of your house you should have water, plants and so on.
Yeah, of course, plant and also the other thing we can put it at the corner of the house, right? When we talk about plants, we try not to put plants with a lot of sharp leaves. Those are, for example, money plant, those are plants having big leaf, thick leaf is okay. Greenish color, that we actually...
Any part of the house?
Any part. Usually we put at the corner of the house. For example, upon entering to the house, maybe on the 45 degrees on the left or on the right. Those are the so-called the wealth sector. We can put it. That is not only from the good for the in terms of the Feng Shui viewpoint, right? In terms of the interior design, also good, right? Besides that, in terms of like water feature, we cannot simply put at any places because some of the sector, for example, the southeast sector, for example, current year 2011, from now on until February the 3rd, 2012, we can still put the water feature at the southeast sector. However, when come to the next year, we should not put the water feature in the southeast sector simply because that particular sector, right, currently it is good. However, when come to the next year, in the dragon year, it becomes negative sector. So if you use a water feature, for example, aquarium, the moving water gadgets, right, to activate the chi, it may create the negative impact. That will be very harmful to the family's health and also a lot of so-called other well-beings.
What about water features that are relatively permanent, like ponds and pools in those big houses? When they already have landscape ponds and pools, they can't really move it. So
yeah, that's why when we implement the water technique, right? For example, in good Feng Shui, we are emphasizing a lot in use of the water technique. So we need to match. For example, we need to customize basing on the family members' birth details. For example, not only the master of the house, but the whole family members, plus the direction of the house, plus the external factor, how the existing chi, the so-called chi, the energy coming in or going out. Then we need to balance. It's all about the art of balancing. It doesn't mean that this particular direction, then for sure it need to be put the water pond or the aquarium or the water feature or the water fountain on the left or on the right. We must match. Must do a lot of customization.
Okay, so it's quite the process itself is very interesting, very intricate, and so on.
Yeah, it's all linked with a lot of calculations actually.
Calculations. Okay. Do you have any advice to the viewers who is interested in knowing more about Feng Shui and they really have zero experience, and how do you not get, I don't know whether I can say the word con? It's a scary factor, because
it's a valid word to use.
But it's valid. Some people who really have zero experience, where do they find really established Feng Shui expert?
Of course, there are a lot of information, whether it's correct information or incorrect information. Is a mixture of all different information. We always advise for example, the layman, right, maybe to talk to some of their friends or relatives who have an experience using a Feng Shui master before. At least, actually, when coming into the implementation of Feng Shui, right, we do not need to use a lot of gadgets, a lot of so-called complicated things that may make a lot of people become too worried about maybe this thing, these statues and so on, right, maybe clashing with their religious belief or personal belief. Actually, in terms of the actual Feng Shui implementation, we do not need to put all these funny gadgets. Those are more on, to us, right, it's a little bit more on the psychological effect. But the placement of the bed the placement of the, for example, the stove are more important. And the higher level of the implementation is the water feature, the water technique. That is the highest level that actually require a real Feng Shui master to do the implementation. So of course, for the viewer, they can read from the internet, read from the book. When it comes to implementation, they need to know, for example, current year, where they should know they should not put anything to activate it, where they can activate. These are some of the info they can read from a lot of the information, maybe through the Feng Shui seminars, or even maybe to talk to some of the Feng Shui masters. Also, they will be able to get a lot of information. Of course, they can also log into my website to understand more a little bit about the information as well.
And your website is?
My website is at goodfengshui.com.
Okay.
Now, earlier Yasmin was talking about the Mayan calendar, 2012. We have a movie, 2012. Everybody's saying, not everybody, but a lot of people do say that it might just be the end. So what does Feng Shui have to say about 2012?
A lot of people are talking about 2012 simply because become paranoid, actually, right?
Yeah.
Very worried about 2012.
Because of the movie, I think.
So they're selling their property, which I would happily buy, at bargain basement prices, and maybe they're getting rid of
I
their
think a lot of people are
gold.
taking a lot of loans because if 2012 is the last year,
That's it,
it's okay
right?
lah, what?
So what do you say about 2012?
From the Feng Shui viewpoint, we do not believe such thing like the so-called the end of the world, right?
Okay.
However, this year, I mean the coming year, 2012, in the Water Dragon year, right? We will go through like a very tremendous kind of so-called pressure and stress and so on. I mean, in terms of the so-called situations, it would not be as bad as what people may think, right? When come towards the September or August, everything will rebound to a more prosperous way. So not to worry about, all these things.
So hang on to your property.
Yes.
And
hang on
don't
to your
take any
property.
unnecessary loans. Yeah, because you may just suffer
Yeah,
the interest.
the world might just not end.
Might just not end,
Might
and you might
just not end
just
31st
end up paying.
December 2012. Thank you, Kenny. One of the questions that I would really like to ask is about 2012. You know, we talk about financial, we talk about career, we talk about relationships, and we talk about the house itself, the Feng Shui of the whole house. What do we do to get through challenging times personally, other than wearing the color red? Is there any particular stones or crystals that we can wear to help bring out the best of us?
Of course, this is some of the Feng Shui masters, they will emphasize a lot in use of the stones, crystals, so on. This is a personal preference. You may, for example, the best is to match with your personal lucky colors, basing on your birthday and time. They don't need a lot of so-called the personal
the calculations.
calculation. Yeah, then we know. This is actually very scientific also, because it's due to the time and dates, right? When someone is born, the body is being charged by the then current combination of the five forces. Everyone, when we were born, we have because of the birth date and time, right? During that particular time, and also because of during that particular time, there will be a very unique configuration of the sun, moon, star that because of the different distance and degree from the different planets that actually have a very unique combination of the five forces. In terms of, for example, now is the winter timing, right? Then the water element is greater. So when a baby is born during the winter timing, the body naturally will have more water element. So in such a case, those who are born in the winter timing, usually we will advise them not to use too much of water element things, for example, a bluish color, anything relating to the water. So they should use more, for example, fire color, for example, red color, purple color, and so on. That is one of the way. In such a case, the similar theory, right, can be implemented, can be used in the selections of the jewelries, for example, crystals, for example, some other items that they want to wear on for example, their personal belongings. This is one of the idea. That is okay. Of course, generally, this year, the year 2012, the coming year, in the year of the Water Dragon, the dominant color is the red color. Most people, for example, may choose to use more ruby, red color related jewelries also can.
Hope your husband's listening.
Rubies.
So Kenny, last year you wound us up by telling us a little bit about the zodiacs for 2011. What about 2012? Which zodiacs will really prosper?
Okay, 2012, which is the dragon year, the best zodiac sign will be the rooster person. This you, right?
What did I tell you? It's
In
good
terms
to
of
be a
the
rooster today.
wealth, health, everything will be excellent.
Can I do the crow?
Even relationship is so
You
good.
can do it at the end of the
Okay.
the end of the program. Before we wrap up,
Thank you, Ken.
you can do your
Secondly,
rooster.
those
Made
who
my
are born
day.
in the year of the monkey will also be very good in the year of 2012.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
prosperity in terms of their financial, in terms of their health and relationship. And besides that, those who are born in the year of the rat also will be excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Rat here, rooster here.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So we're both
alright.
very happy
yes,
now.
you
Just now
can-
she was
I
not
can
so
do the
happy, now
rat-
she's
I can do the rat thingy, and you can do your rooster crowing at the end of the show. Okay. So that's
Well,
great.
thank you very much, Kenny, for being with us today. It's been
Thank you
fantastic
very
talking to you
much.
as usual. I know we have lots more questions, but if any of our viewers have questions, how do they contact you?
They may email to me at kenny@goodfengshui.com, or they may log into my website or Facebook looking for, they may search my name, Kenny Hu or Good Feng Shui, and they can post some questions to me. I'll be trying my best to answer them.
Alright.
Or
Okay,
they can
alright.
call me, via my telephone number at 017-888-9928 as well.
There you go. The
Thank
phone
you
number is
very
out
much.
as well. So you got to get in touch with Kenny to find out how you are doing in 2012 personally, or how you would like to achieve success in the
Yes.
year that some say is the end of the world, but of course, according to Feng Shui, it's
Congratulations,
not.
monkeys, rats, and roosters.
Thank you, Kenny, for being
Thank
with us
you
once
again.
Thank
again.
you very much for inviting.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay, guys.
Hey, I forgot the.
You can crow lah.
Yeah, it's good to be a rooster.
I.
So what do rats do?
They don't make a sound. They just